Sammy, there was something that my son Jarvis did a couple of weeks back. All right. He had to do a project for school where if he was the mayor of the Illawarra, what he would do to improve things.
That's a big project. How old is he?
He's 15. So it was for school. And when he did the report, there was one thing in particular that really stood out to me, was homelessness. All right, the numbers of homelessness. Now, I chatted to him last night because I've had an idea based on what he did.
Yeah, I really want to change homelessness because it's just so bad.
In the Illawarra?
Even in the Illawarra, actually 1,600 people on any given night is sleeping without a home.
Oh, my God.
Living without a home. That's in the Illawarra.
That's terrible.
And
Jeez.
so it's... Yeah, it's really, really bad, and it was really quite surprising.
Yeah, actually, I'm quite surprised by that. And
see?
All right, and what about this time of year? I mean, what can we do to try and help people in that situation?
Well, I think it's just taking the time out of your day just to, like, help them out with giving them some warm clothes, some hot food, just to help them out in any way.
Well, look, ever since he did this project, it's been on my mind ever since, because I'll be totally honest with you, I didn't know homelessness was, was as bad as it.
1,600 people every night sleeping rough.
Yeah, well, without a home. I suppose that's the main thing. 'Cause there are shelters, there are places where people can go, and also it's one of those situations where if you can get into the shelter, if the shelter's at its maximum capacity, well then unfortunately you've nowhere to sleep, and then you're stuck on the streets. And we know how cold it is. Can you imagine being on the streets in this sort of conditions? I mean, what were we at last week? We were about 2 degrees last week for most of the early mornings. That's terrible. I mean, it's a terrible situation to be in. So, in the background, we've been kind of working on something, and we're going to launch it right now, all right? Mm-hmm. It's called Hoodies for the Homeless. All right, now this is an initiative. The whole idea is we've teamed up with St. Finnies. St. Finnies are awesome. All right, St. Finnies in the Illawarra, they do incredible work. And what we're going to try and do is get everybody in the Illawarra to go through their cupboards. All right, go through the cupboards, because I'm sure we all have hoodies that we don't wear anymore, or hoodies that maybe have sat to one side and we haven't had a need for them. Mm-hmm. We want to generate as many hoodies as possible, drop them off here at the radio station, drop them off at St. Finnies. We're going to have different locations, but the bottom line is those hoodies are going to go out to people who may need them. It's our way of adding a little bit of warmth this winter, and also, I suppose, just to say, hey, well, we're thinking of you, and if we can help out in any way whatsoever, this is our way of saying that. And I think officially this is it. I'm wearing a hoodie right now. I'm going to make the first donation, the hoodie that's on my back. I'm going to literally give the shirt off my back. So this is the first one, and I reckon right here in the radio station, we should start it. We should all go to our cupboards tonight.
Hoodies for the Homeless. That is awesome.